What is going on, fellas, and welcome back to the Director of Football, non-league to legend. This is the final episode with Tigres. It's been emotional. It's taken far too long to get here. 2 seasons. It's probably one too many if I say so myself. But we're here. As I've already said, this is probably going to be spread out over... I might be wearing the same shirt basically. I'm recording this 20 minutes after the last one where we beat Orlando City in the CONCACAF Champions League final. Oh, I'm such a good manager. The fact that it's been such a short amount of time, you'll probably realise something must have happened. As you can see, we beat Pumas in the first leg in the quarter-final of the closing stage. 2-1. Medina scoring a penalty. Very strange. The opposite of standard. Whatever that would be. Not standard. Maybe. And then we lost the second leg. 3-1. We went on a 38 game unbeaten run. Pumas were the last team to beat us. And then they beat us again. They dominated. They were so much better than we were in the second leg. We had nothing on them. They absolutely destroyed us. Incidentally, this is the game that Avalos came back in for, and we got beaten. You can see Franco, terrible in the game. Jose Manuel Beltran, terrible. Arturo Beltran, terrible. Juan Jamie, terrible. Even Medina scored a goal. Average at best. We were terrible. It was the only way I can describe that game was terrible. But it means our time comes to an end with Tigres on the 11th of May 2031. We leave Mexico. When I say leave Mexico, I mean I'm going to stay until maybe June and then quit. Because I want to, although I might quit now, might resign. I don't know. I haven't decided yet. But like I said, this is going to be an episode where we go through the team awards, and then we're going to find out in the second part of the video who we're taking over as, who we're going to be managing. So in the overall best 11, Avalos is in goal with Franco at right back, Dayron at left back, Alamo and Jose Manuel Beltran as our centre backs, Cantu and Juarez as our centre midfielders, Aros out on the right. To be fair, slightly surprised by that. He only had 2 seasons here. Did score 17 goals in his second season though. Bravo makes it in, and Rodriguez on the left. Also very interesting, and Medina up front. Had to be really, didn't it? Medina has 114 appearances. Avalos 100 appearances at the club. Blanco with only 13. Alonso, Razo. I'm surprised. This is what I'm surprised about. Granados on the bench instead of Rodriguez or Aros. I can understand Aros a little bit. 42 and 22. That's quite good. But Rodriguez 84 and 25. Or would you have Granados with 96 and 42? I'd put Granados ahead of Rodriguez. Riviera, Arturo Beltran and Salcedo making up the final players on the bench. No room for Jamie. Interesting indeed. So new players going in for this year. Franco, Salcedo and Blanco have been inducted this year. The best 11 were they now? Nobody cares because they're pretty much all still at the club apart from Razo and Aros. Carlos is off to Fenerbahce in July, but we Yeah, had to be Granados. Granados had to be player of the season. He's just been in ridiculous form. Looking at the team, yeah, I agree. It's probably the team that we spent most of the season playing with. Yeah, I was going to say maybe not Rodriguez, but he's played a lot of games, to be fair. Dayron and Alamo as second and third. Interesting to see two defenders make it in there, because it doesn't normally happen. A lot of the time you see midfielders or strikers getting voted for player of the season, so that's quite good. Young player of the season, Granados, obviously 21 years old. He has been in exceptional form. Rodriguez, probably a terrible goal, but we'll look at it anyway. I don't remember it. So he picks it up. Oh, that's when he was playing on the right. No, that's not terrible. We've probably scored better goals this season. Just don't remember. Transfers, I suppose they didn't really play many games. Vasquez played 17, but only 3 starts. Arriga played 3. So I can kind of understand why they didn't bring in transfer this season, because we didn't really have any. Medina, 38 goals, obviously top scorer of the season. Highest average rating in Mexico does not work because of the fact that there is a split midway through the season. Granados had 17 assists. Avalos with 89% pass completion. Not bad for a goalkeeper. Most man of the match awards, Carlos Granados. I think he was 1 away from breaking the record of the Mexican division. He had 9 in the league. And Cantu was the boldest boy. 16 yellow cards, 4 reds. Wow. He really, really got stuck in. Avalos, Beltran and Cantu as our team leaders. 3 very important players for the team. Medina, Granados, Alamo, Juarez, Carlos, Guillermo Alonso, Beltran and Rodriguez as highly influential players. That's fair enough. Almost all those players would have been regulars, apart from Guillermo. He phased out fairly quickly when he started complaining about first team football. So fair enough. 63%. Board is quite happy with us. They're very happy with the stature of the club, how much it's increased. They're loving the tactics. I find interesting how much people miss the season. So Salazar missed 32% of the season with injuries. Rubio, 11 injuries during the season. That's a lot of injuries. That's a lot of injuries. Arturo Beltran missed 3% of the season with 4 injuries. Where is Avalos? Avalos had a lot of injuries. Where is he? I'm pretty sure he had a lot of injuries. Or was it just that I'm thinking back? He had 3 injuries. I feel like he had a lot more injuries than that. And we're going to give the lads 4 weeks, because it's not going to make any difference, because we're going to quit anyway. So yeah, we'll have a look at the high potential players. Didn't really get to use Arriga very much because he only just arrived. Bravo has been exceptional this year. Dayron's been exceptional. Salcedo could definitely be a bright player for the future. Valenzuela could be a very good player. Maybe 4.5 star potential. I don't know. Will he ever actually reach that? I'd love if he did. Jose Manuel Beltran, just a beast of a centre back. Alamo, another beast of a centre back. Juan Jamie, he's good. I don't know if he's that good. Granados could be a world beater. Medina, 22 years old, reckon is 3.5 star potential. I think he could definitely do absolute bits. Like last season, scored 36 in 53 starts with 6 sub-appearances. This year, 52 starts, 4 sub-appearances, 38 goals. The guy is a monster. And his stats do not do him justice. 16 technique, 17 determination, 16 balance. His only, what I have is yellow. So 16 is the minimum for yellow. He has a lot of 15s. I think his international appearances are probably the thing that hold him back the most. He's 12 appearances and 1 goal. The guy has scored so many goals for us. I think everyone loves it. No, not everyone loves us anymore. No. Most people don't like us anymore. It's a 50-50 split for people loving us and people not really giving a shit about us. But yeah, it's been a journey. It has been a time. And we are now going to... I don't want to retire. Our contract is running out, so maybe I'll just leave the contract. Yeah, our contract runs out at the end of June, and this is how you resign. Thank you very much, Tigres. Actually, have a look quickly here. Is there any players? There are a couple of players here. I'm not sure they'll ever do anything. Yeah. We are resigning as Tigres manager. It was lovely to be here, Tigres. We love you very much, but thank you for everything you've done for us. We are now going to walk. Sergio Romero is one of the players or the managers that's being pushed as an outside chance of getting our old job. We're going to just change all that. And Douglas walked out with us. He was a River Plate reserve coach as well with us. And Tabare Alonso, again, was a River Plate goalkeeping. I don't know who these people are, but they've been with me at 2 different clubs. Interesting. I'm assuming, yeah, he loves me. And Tabire Alonso absolutely loves me as well. So, makes sense. It would be nice if they followed me to my next position, wherever that may be. Like I said, we're going to find out in probably June or July, I think is when the leagues are coming in. It's probably going to be Australia, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, 20th of June, Australian leagues come in. The South Korean League, December. China in December as well. And Japan is January. So we're probably going to be going to Australia. I don't mind. I wouldn't mind going to Australia. I'd love to live in Australia. Place is lovely. So many dangerous creatures. I love it. But we will be back in just a second. And we will find out very quickly where we're going to be for the next leg of our journey. Has that affected our reputation? It has not. We have 744 games played, 511 wins, 109 draws, 124 defeats. 20 cup wins. Oh, I have been dominant. Back in just a second for our new club, wherever that may be. So, hang tight, buddies. Fellers. Why did I say buddies? Alright, fellers. We've gone and taken a job. I did mean to stop before we got to this point, but I kind of accepted the offer for the job and then I was just kind of thrown in. I completely forgot that I wanted to stop. I was kind of just in the mode of just clicking continue and yeah. So we've taken over at Melbourne Victory. I was offered some weird jobs in between. I was offered the Botswana under 23s and the Azerbaijan under 23 job, which was interesting. I was leading the race for the TIGRES job. I was also offered 2 jobs in America. Was it LA Galaxy and LAFC, and I was also offered the York 9 job, which was interesting. And then there was an Argentinian Primera B team offered me a job, so I was getting offered all sorts of weird random jobs. But like I said, we've taken over Melbourne Victory, so happy days. 744 games in charge, 511 games won, 109 draws, 124 defeats. We have a goal difference of 1,089. Now, interesting thing, I don't have an assistant, so at the moment we don't have any idea of potential and ability. From what I can see, the squad looks relatively fine age-wise. Our youth side, a couple of older players. We have a Brazilian. I did not see you. He's good at free kick taking. He's got good leadership. Physically, he's quite good. He's got terrible finishing, and he cannot throw a ball at all. Do we have any? We have a 5'6" player. We have a 6'4" goalkeeper. Interesting. We have a 5'5" striker or attacking midfield. Okay, he actually looks pretty good. Just putting it out there. This guy never played for Australia, but he's got good his numbers are pretty. He's got good leadership, flair, and aggression. 2 strength. 2 strength. He's never played he's only been here 2 seasons. Okay. And we have a left winger, so I'm going to teach him to probably be a left back. 17 long throws. Maybe we play with long throws this year, this time. This is going to be a short stay, because obviously we're not going to be able to do 5 seasons, or we'd probably get 1 season. We have an ex-Juventus player playing for us. Oh. Wasn't Fructal one of ours? Christian Fructal. Wasn't he? He was a Melbourne Victory player. So there's probably somebody in this list. Okay, well, not you, because you're a new gen. There's probably players in this list that maybe not necessarily legit. Like Lewis Gordon was at Watford, then retired for 11 years, joined Melbourne Victory, very good. Bukusu, ex-Bayern player, was there for 3 years, retired for 11. Steve Hayes, a new gen. Yeah, looks like we have a decent side, maybe. The AFC Champions League. When does that kick off? Okay, well, we got knocked out in the last round. Yeah. Okay. Interesting. The league kicks off in 104 days, and we are past positions. What is going on? That's interesting. I was able to see. Oh, maybe it's because it's regular season. I was able to see predictions. I think we're predicted to win the league, or is it Melbourne City that are predicted to win the league? I can't remember which now. I did apply for both jobs, and I was interviewed for both jobs, but I took the Melbourne victory job, because why not? I was going to have a quick look and see, is there any... Steve Hayes, a legend at the club. To be fair, he's played a lot of games. Kevin Muscat, obviously, standard. He's a very good player. James Triosi, pretty sure I've heard of him. Maybe. What do you have facility-wise? Top corporate facilities, very good. Great training facilities, that's always a plus. Good youth facilities, that's fine. Adequate junior coaching, probably needs fixing. And established youth recruitment, that is fantastic. We've 2 affiliations, probably never going to use them. Staff-wise, I am the only person at the club. It's me and the boss man, a chairman, and we have a director. Anthony Di Pietro is Italian, I thought. Obviously not. We have no staff whatsoever as it stands. But even with just me in the league, or just me by myself, we have the best coaching staff in all of Australia. So put my hands up, I'm great. I am a world-class manager, which is just €6,250 per week on a 2-year deal. I think if I'd gone to Melbourne City, I would have gotten more money, but the Melbourne Victory job came up and I took it. I didn't, obviously not realising that the league was 105 days away, was a boo-boo on my part, but it'll be fine. We'll be grand. Our stadium holds 30,000. It's not bad, it's good. Well, it's not good, but, you know, it's not terrible. Is there any... Do we have the biggest stadium? We do not. That's Brisbane Roar have the biggest stadium. Okay. Well. That's an interesting... We've won it for the last 3 years. Okay, so I'm probably expected to win it again, I want to say. No, I wanted to go to... Okay, they don't care about that. Competition performance. The regular season expects the team to win, obviously. And in the AFC Champions League, reach the group stage. So maybe winning the AFC Champions League is going to be more difficult than I expected in Australia. To be fair, we won it in 2029 and in 2026, but it's been China, Iran. Yeah, Iran. Oh, see, I know things. And Japanese clubs recently, and a Saudi Arabian club. Fair enough. So in tomorrow's episode, we are going to be... No, not tomorrow. It's going to be on Thursday. Just looking at my notes. On Thursday, we're going to be partaking in our first episode. Hopefully? Question mark. I'm going to attempt to do my standard control brother tactic, and we go from there and see how we do. The restriction on wages is going to be an interesting one, because I've not had to deal with a restriction like that before. As you can see, only one player likes me. I've just walked in the door. One of the greatest managers in the history of the world, and only one person likes me. And we don't have a captain, actually, do we? Nope, not yet. We don't have a captain yet, but I think, by the looks of it, not Steve Hay, the other guy. What's his name? No, not Lewis Gordon either. Bakusu? No. Somebody had really, really good leadership. Ivan Rappa. He could be my main attacking midfielder. He could be the captain for this club. They're teaching him to be a deep line playmaker on defend. He's not really a playmaker, but okay, that's you do you, FM. You do you. Anyway, thank you very much for watching. As you can see, I'm wearing my Atletico Madrid jersey still because I just recorded what I'm going to be doing for FM20 earlier today. So if you have enjoyed and you're interested in seeing what I'm going to be doing for FM20, then jump back to the video that was posted yesterday and have a look and see what we're going doing. But like I said, thank you very much for watching. If you have enjoyed, please make sure to leave a like, comment, subscribe, share with all of your friends, and I will see you in the next one.